Lord Dragur. Sorry, I butchered. I probably did butcher your name. I'm sorry. Sent in a request for April Fool's Day, the 2008 remake. For those who want to send in a paid request, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal, usually the best bet, or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I could clear my voice so it doesn't sound as gravelly, but maybe it fits with this. This movie is a pile of fucking hematosis. What's that? This might be the shit I'm drinking. In fact, this is my blood. This blood sucked out of my body, because while this movie sucked the soul out of my body, it took some fucking blood with it. I had an empty bottle. It drained into this. Just like that Dumb and Dumber scene where they're trying to piss in the bottle. This ain't piss, it's blood in the bottle. Like blood from a stone. And it needs to go back in the body. So beware another drink. April Fool's my ass. This is more like lifestyles of the rich and shameless, as the world fucks, guiding blight, general hose, or whatever dog shit soap opera you could think of, or like a crap episode of Beverly Hills 90210 Party of Five. Day of Our Jezebels, whatever the fuck. I think of the original April Fool's Day and the line that, I forget the actor's name, Biff from Back to the Future, Thomas F. Wilson said, where he's like making fun of rich people. It's like, there's the lifestyles of the rich and undeserving. That's a perfect title for this movie. Now, based on the title, you could tell this is a remake of the 1986 film April Fool's Day. For those who don't know, I am a huge fan of the original April Fool's Day. I love that film. That's one of my favorite, in a way, slasher. If you know, you know of how it's weird to call it a slasher film without giving it away. But it's still a film I love because I thought the characters were very likable. It was fun just watching this cast of characters. And the cast, Amy Steele, Thomas F. Wilson, Clayton Rohner, I really liked that cast. You had a creepy musical score. I like the way Fred Walton, I believe his name, the director, I'm bad with names, he directed. I love that film. I never got the Scream Factory release because it looked like dog shit. I hated the cover. The features didn't look like much. I thought, wow, what a limp dick release this is. I'm not paying $30 fucking for it. I bought a cheaper Blu-ray with a better cover. So, of course, with Rob Zombie's Halloween and all these other remakes coming in the pipeline, April Fool's Day got its turn. And this is one of the worst remakes out there. It really is. I mean, are there worse? I would put the Hitcher remake as being worse. I would put the Elm Street remake as being worse. But this is up there because this has such a cheap looking aesthetic. It does look like an episode of one of those Party of Five TV shows. Or the dialogue does feel like a guiding light, General Hospital, as the world turns, bit of business. And there's nothing to relate to because it's all about rich trust fund babies in the Carolinas that are dressed up in suits and gowns and they're talking so pontificating about the diatribes of what they are with these rich ass places. There's no relatability and there's no reason to like these characters. All these characters are rich douchebags. You have a brother and sister who are our leads. You have a guy that wants to be senator. You have a guy that is a gossip guy and will later on write books. You have the video camera guy. That maybe he could be the decent guy in the group. Maybe. You have Scout Taylor-Compton, straight out of Compton. Speaking of Rob Zombie's Halloween, she's in this as an actress who joins the group, and this is kind of her joining up party at this mansion. And then you have this blonde lady called Milan, who her and the one guy's sister, I already forgot her name. You tell they don't like each other. I'll just call her sister. Not sister from the show. I'm just a sister. You tell that she does not, because her brother's name is Blaine. I remember his name. Anyway, you tell she's kind of Sally, our lead in the movie, because she's the most despicable, one of the most despicable characters in the movie. And one thing leads to another. She doesn't like this blonde lady Milan who kind of talks a little bit like this, almost a little bit like, oh whatever, like blonde bimbo. That blondie and the brother Blaine make out. They're being taped. In the middle of it, the blonde, getting dizzy, turns, falls off the balcony onto a table. She dies while the 5, 6 people look down off the balcony. Just sleazebags, unlikable sleazebags. It's a year later. So it's trying, not just April Fool's Day, but it's like trying to do a little bit of I Know What You Did Last Summer as well. Blaine kind of gets blamed for it, so now the sister is the lead beneficiary. And that's when the... Here's the thing, if you know the original movie, you kind of know where this is going. So the fact that you know a bit of the original movie kind of takes away the surprises in this movie. I don't know how else to word it without giving it away. Because they'll at least be thinking in the back of your mind. So really, it's like this is made for people that had never heard of April Fool's Day, had never seen April Fool's Day. It's for a new, younger audience at the time that knew nothing about that movie. And here, come see this film. It's called April Fool's Day. Let's ride the... I don't know, would they be riding the Rob Zombie's Halloween train? Or whatever the fuck train is riding. Because then you have this guy being videotaped by his pool, and he hears his dog crying. Then he sees something in the pool. He's very limp-wristed. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, please baby! Please baby! He jumps in the pool with his limp wrists. There's a fake dog, and it looks like he drowns. Probably should have thought about that before jumping in and thinking, can I swim? Of course, part of you is thinking, well, I was going to say, why the fuck do you have a swimming pool if you can't swim? But whatever. There are people that do that, but I'm just thinking, like, if you don't know how to swim, like, if you have a swimming pool, maybe learn how to swim. And most of the death scenes you don't see for a reason. And just some really goofy scenes. Ideas that are meant to be funny. Like the guy running for Senate. There's a bit where, hey, don't come close to me. I'm busy. He looks at his like computer and there's like a picture of him and he's holding his hand out and he's like, I'm so good. I'm so great. I could be good. I could be God. I could be God. I'm like, this is what's trying to be funny, huh? This is his comedy. Whatever. one thing leads to another. 6 people get invited to this cemetery. There's a someone comes by, delivery guy, got a package for you. Is a computer. I forget. Did he deliver them with the computer? Anyway, they looked at the computer. It shows the footage of the pool. It says if someone doesn't, this is the letter says this is Milan. If no one showcases who killed me, then I'm going to kill you. Some people don't believe in it. Some people feel it's a prank. Whatever. And then throughout the film, these unlikable douchebags die off one by one. And I'm just going to do spoilers because it just makes it easier. If I can remember what the hell happened. Okay, the one girl, her name is Barbie. Yes, Barbie. She's doing a pageant show. She is supposedly electrocuted. Which this was a funny bit of business where the lead girl, the sister, Blaine's sister, turns, and there's a guy working a circuit breaker with like one light on his face, and this big over the top violin music is playing, and I'm like, this is directed by the Butcher Brothers, as in Butcher and Cinema. What the fuck? Like one light on their face. And I don't even know if we see that guy ever again. Now that I think about it, maybe. If so, I don't remember. I really don't. Maybe. Oh yeah, how could I forget? At the before all that, at the cemetery, they go to a guy's place and they find, with the pool, they find his dead body in the pool. And they decide not to call the cops first. Because, you know, that works out well to not call the cops first. Then you have Barbie getting killed. Then you have the potential senator being chased by a van in one of the most unsuspenseful sequences in films in a while. And the lead just sees a van go by and a bunch of papers fly off. Doesn't make sure to see if the guy's hurt. Was he wounded? Did it just hurt his leg? She doesn't even check on the guy. So she runs off. I mean, all she did was see papers fly in the air. Her and her brother think maybe it's this guy Ryan, and they're going to confront him, and then someone comes up, and he turns around, and his throat's been cut. Then at one point, the siblings get tied up, and Scout Taylor-Compton has a gun in her hand. Shoots the brother. Ready to shoot the girl. The girl admits that she roofied Milan's drink because she wanted to embarrass her, but she didn't know that she would have a seizure and go off the balcony. Then everyone comes out, April Fools, and they did all this to get this girl to admit to what she did. So the guy didn't really drown. Barbie didn't really get electrocuted. The guy didn't really get hit. That's why, again, you couldn't have the lead go check on the body, because you'd have to then ask, well, how they don't fake a body, and if she looked, she would have seen that the guy wasn't dead. So that's why she didn't check it out, even though all she saw was papers fly off. That's why the other people didn't call the police. And, I mean, if you've seen the original April Fool's Day, you know that that was coming. So that's why there's no fucking surprise. You just have lackluster acting, lame, unlikable, sleazebag characters, a cheap aesthetic that looks like a cheap TV show. You can't have any blood gore because that's not part of the plot. The store is very lackluster compared to the original, which is a very creepy nursery type of store. Not even nursery, like whistle. This creepy whistle. I don't know how else to put it. Charles Bernstein did a fantastic job. I'm trying to think. Long story short, the sister goes, well, what about the gun? It's just blanks. See, the guy has squibs. And Scout Taylor raises the gun, pulls the trigger, and shoots, and a bullet comes out and kills the girl. Everyone freaks out. Sometime later, there's another court appearance. Scout Taylor-Compton's going to be free. The brother's going to get all the assets. He's the sole beneficiary. And when he drives away, he gets a smile on his face as if this is what he wanted the whole time, for the sister to die. Maybe because he really liked that Milan Blondie and to get revenge, or just for the money. And granted, the question could be, how would you know that Scout Taylor would shoot the girl? She does say, I did what you told me to do. And she even goes, you wanted this, didn't you? And he goes, no, like, that gun could have happened anytime. Like, I could have been killed too. Which is true, so I don't know how that works, because he did shot once. And then when he tells the girl, he goes, it's squibs, and he hits a button, and another one comes out, like another squib. As if he was going to be shot twice. That's why there were two squibs. But he was only shot once. So what if if Scout Taylor-Compton had shot the second time, would that have been a real bullet and gone through him? Even though he had the squib? You get what I mean? Like, okay, Scout Taylor's a gun, shoots once. Squib. Then she turns. It's all a joke, a prank. Hey sis, it's just a squib. Another squib goes off. So what if Scout had shot that second bullet, which is a real bullet that went through the sister's head? Would it have killed him? Yeah, Also, what if she didn't listen to him? Because as an actress, you should know, don't fire guns at people, blanks or not. Especially at their fucking head. Guess they didn't watch... I guess for an actress, she don't know shit about movies, like The Crow. So she should still go to jail for stupidity, like Alec Baldwin. That's who Scout Taylor-Compton was, Alec Baldwin. Someone who's in movies, an actor who should fucking know better. And should not point guns at people and fucking pull the trigger. Blanks can kill you too, you know. Ask the guy who did that TV show back in the day. What was the TV show? I forget what it was, but it was a guy who did a TV show, and he put the blank gun to his head, and he pulled the trigger, but it did kill him. I could look real quick. It was a... Cover Up. John Eric Hexum. Yeah, the TV show Cover Up. That's what it was. Because they still have a certain... that could still kill you. Especially that close. So, to me, Scout Taylor's an idiot. And again, if she had a common sense, uh, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Why am I trying to make sense of it? So you watch this film, you go, if you want to watch someone get, just watch the original April Fool's Day. It's got better writing, better characters, better dialogue, better creepier score. That little bit of 80s slasher, well, it can't have the gore, but that kind of feel to it. Murder mystery feel to it. That, yeah, it could raise questions as well, to be fair. But not as much as, and just, again, it's like a shit episode of Party of Five. It's, I really don't see what the appeal of this film is. Even the cover is very generic. It's just very cheap looking. The Butcher Brothers. Wonder what they've done lately, if anything. But there you go. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Ciao.